Hey, how's it going? So, this is a different setup than my normal setup, which is normally just me walking with my camera or in my car. But I'm just in my basement right now. I just have a little bit of a home gym down here. I did just record a video down here, but I kind of feel like I'm going to scrap it. It was just kind of all over the place. I didn't really have a direction I was going with it, just kind of speaking about stuff. So this one in particularly, I feel like I have an idea of what I want to talk about now for this one. So you might be in a situation that I have found myself in twice now, at least to the extreme, which is fantasizing about a girl instead of realizing what she truly is. You know what I mean? Like there's so many red flags that are just right there in front of you, but you're just kind of ignoring them because of, whatever reason. Like you might not even entirely realize why you're just ignoring those flags. But in my opinion, it probably has to do with a lack of self-respect for yourself. At least speaking in my own situations, it has been that. I did not respect myself. I did not put enough care into myself. I didn't love myself. So I kind of just let everyone walk over me. And because of that, I got attached to a girl. I fantasized about what this girl could do for my life and how she could make me happy, make me love myself in some ways. It's like, that's something that I feel like a lot of men, I think honestly it kind of goes for all ages in some ways. That's really happening in this world now, where we have lost ourselves. Like we really have, man. And I'm not talking about just men in this situation. There's a lot of women too that are just kind of lost, man. And we try to fill a hole in ourselves with another person. We're putting so much stuff, so much, weight on another person's shoulders because we're not happy with ourselves. I feel like that's where I've been for the last decade of my life. And I'm only 22, man. It's not like I'm, 35, 40. I'm like, since I've been like 12, since like, early teenage years, it feels like I just I have not been, I have not loved myself. I haven't had, my best interest for myself. I have not been taking care of myself physically, mentally. I've just been letting people walk all over me and just caring so much about other people and what they think of me. Like not so much of just like caring for other people. It all comes down to me. It's very, I'll be honest, I've been a very, selfish person. I've cared so much about other people and what they can do for me. And I put a lot of shit on other people's shoulders, man. Like, there's this girl that I want to talk about in great detail, a little bit in this video, but I want to talk to her in detail, but more about like the situation that how it's affected me and everything. You know what I mean? But either way, this is a girl that I never dated, but I felt like I was in love with, man. Like I chased this girl for over 2 fucking years, man. 2 fucking years, man. It's a girl that I met at work, and she's been a co-worker of mine since. I think I've known her for like 3 years, but actually the way I started talking to her is that I went up to her and kind of let her know that I was interested in her and got her number and stuff. And there's another guy who also worked there who also liked her as well, pretty much around the same time that I told her that I had a thing for her. And I will say, at this time, this is being like three years ago-ish, maybe a little bit longer than that. I think I met her like 2021, early 2022 maybe, about 3 years ago. I was an entirely different person than who I am today, man. No confidence, no self-respect, no love. I instantly got attached to this girl, man. I instantly put all my fucking cards into this girl, wanting her so bad and fantasizing about her instantly, just because, when I first initially went to her, she wasn't like, no. You know what I mean? She actually said, okay, hey, I got her number, start texting her and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, here I am. This is gonna be my girlfriend now. I was a fucking idiot. And I'm still kind of an idiot, especially when it comes to love. I'm not gonna say I'm some fucking pro, but I feel like this situation that I just got out of, me and her, it's kind of a never-ending thing, it feels like, but it's kind of over now, I would say. But me and her haven't really been in almost any type of good terms now for like 6 months. But I just left my job, so I don't really have. I did just see her yesterday because I just worked there. Actually, I just came in to help out, but I quit that job now. So hopefully, I'll kind of move on finally from this whole situation. Because I will say it still bothers me, mainly when I see her. Because there's a lot of shit that's happened. Like I said, I was practically attached to this girl for like 2 years, man. Like she was on my mind every fucking day for 2 years, for 700 and like 800 fucking days, pretty much. Like, yeah, that's just gonna fuck you up, man. Like a few months, like that'll kind of fuck you up, but 2 goddamn years. I mean, in reality, it's more like 2.5. I mean, there was like a break there. Getting to that, the other guy that had her interests around the same time as me, she got with that guy. So I had to literally watch her be with this guy who also, they worked together, and I also work with them. Yeah, that was kind of tough, but it wasn't that tough because I kind of just met that girl a month prior, pretty much. So it wasn't that bad. But they ended up breaking up like 6 months or something after they started dating. And this is where I really fucked up. And that was just because, like I said, lack of self-respect, lack of, love for myself, lack of dignity. Like, when they broke up, first off, this is the biggest red flag in the fucking world. And I just completely ignored it. When she broke up with that guy, actually, like a week prior, she was telling me how she was probably going to break up with this guy, or she said, oh, it seems like this relationship's dying or something like that. The day she broke up with him, she texted me on Snapchat, single. Like with a snap, like a snap of her photo, of her face, single. And it's like, and then after that, I still wanted to be with this fucking girl. I wanted to have a relationship with this girl. It's like, I'm sorry, bro, I'm the fucking idiot. Like all this pain that I've endured since that point, it's on me, man. Because the red flag was there at the fucking beginning. It was right there. It was right there. And I said, I don't give a fuck. I just chased this girl. I chased this girl for 2 fucking years, man. So, after that point where she said single, guess what happened? Oh yeah, I started hanging out with her a lot. She starts talking to me a lot, right? Right after she got out of a fucking relationship. 6 months is 6 months. That's not, that's not nothing, right? She starts talking to me all the fucking time. And I hang out with her one-on-one, like multiple times, man, like 4 or 5. It's like, yeah, I spent a lot of time with this girl, and I got obsessed, man. I got attached, and I wanted to be with her. Even though there were so many fucking red flags. I'm not going to say everything because I'm not trying to diss this girl like she's an awful human being. But is she really like a relationship type of girl? I mean, no, I'm telling you, nah. Like, no, she's not. Like, there's a lot of shit about her that's, red flags. Like, it's like, I don't really want to be with someone like that long term. But I had no self-love for myself. And I felt like the idea of what I thought she was in my head was not what reality was. Even though I was seeing the red flags, I had people telling me shit about her that were pretty fucking bad, right? People that I work with, people that I knew that knew her too. Yet I could just continue to chase this girl. It's like, bro, I have no one to blame. I can't sit here and blame this girl for not wanting to be with me and stuff or whatever. In reality, whatever what God or whoever's up there was trying to help me out. It's like, yo, you're an idiot. This girl ain't it. You know what I mean? But yet I continued to chase. That's on me, bro. I cannot blame anybody else but me for that. Hopefully I don't really get emotional, because at the end of the day, I do care about this girl. I don't think she's like a fucking devil. Let me say that. There are some things about this girl that I think are very high quality. I don't think she's a fucking awful human being. I don't wish death or anything bad upon her at all. I wish the best for her, man. Because at the end of the day, it's like me and her, we had some good times. You know, where I really fucked up though is that, hey, I always wanted to be with her more than a friend. But she put me in the friend zone, and I just tried to get out of the friend zone for 2 fucking years. I tried. It's like, you know, and eventually the situation, how it pretty much ended, it wasn't me. It wasn't me being a fucking man and like, oh, nah, you know, get the fuck out of here. Obviously, you're not good for me anymore. I should just move on from you. No, I was too much of a pussy to do that. I never did. She cut me off. That's how it ended, bro. And you don't want to even know something more sad? This was just like December. So like 2 months ago, man. Which was like 3 months after me and her not really being friends, because it was like 6 months ago now that we haven't really been friends at all or anything. I was kind of like, hey, I really hate how things are. I texted her this. I really hate how things are. I hate this. I'd rather us be cool. I want to fight for it. And it's like, man, I'm an idiot, bro. Like I will stand by that because I'm trying to be smarter. But the truth is, man, is that girl still had me wrapped around her fucking finger, bro, even when she didn't want that. It's like, that's how fucking weak I've been, bro, as a human. And I think I'm smarter now. Like, I really do believe if she were to just text me randomly today, be like, hey, I want to be friends again or whatever, I would say no. Because I think I'm smarter, bro. I can't tell you for certain, but I truly believe that I would say that now. Because, man, I'm realizing that shit, if I were to do that, I would just put myself back in that situation just to get fucked over again. It's like, nah, bro. In reality, it's better that things are the way they are now. But I will say, it fucking hurts. I see this girl, and I think about the good times that were there. But in reality, you know, how much of those good times actually were fucking real, man? Because, like, I fantasize about her so much. Like, the girl that I thought she was just in my fucking head, bro. She was just in my fucking head. There was some things about her in my head that were real, but I would say like 70% of it was just in here, bro. Just in my fucking head. It's sad. It's fucked. But that's just how it was, man. I mean, that's the shit that I went through. But in reality, I put myself in that situation. I'm the one that kept fighting. She tried to pull away so many times from me, and yet I just fucking kept fighting, bro. And where did that get me? It got me fucking nowhere. It got me fucking nowhere, man. And I guess, yeah, I got some more knowledge now, some more experience of what not to fucking do. But it's just a whole lot of pain that I could have just avoided if I just stopped thinking with my emotions and thinking with my dick. Because obviously I wanted to fuck this girl too. I never did. Of course I wanted to, man. You know, it's another thing with me too is I've failed to, you know, control my sexual tendencies, my sexual urges. I've failed. I failed to do that multiple fucking times, man. And I've done that a lot, you know, for a long time. And obviously that was probably part of it too, man, is that I really wanted that, you know. I really wanted to do that with her. And I would fantasize about doing that with her, bro, you know. And it's just, like, I screwed myself, you know. In reality, I should be thanking her for not wanting me around no more, because that's going to help me out, you know, in the long term. But I would be lying if I said it doesn't hurt. You know, it doesn't hurt that me and her weren't able to work things out. And I don't know, man. I won't even lie. Like, today, personally, after seeing her and everything, like, I still get fucking emotional about it, man. I had, like, I teared up in the gym, bro. I teared up in the gym thinking about the whole situation. Like you could call me a bitch or whatever, but I'm an emotional guy. I give a fuck. I give a fuck about people, and I give a fuck about how other people feel about me still. Like, I would be lying if I said I don't. I still do. I don't as much as I used to. I don't really care about other people's opinions. I used to all the time. I don't as much anymore. But I still value human beings. And I still value connections with them. And it's like, man, at the end of the day, it's like this person, yeah, there's a lot of negativity. But this was someone that I said a lot of deep shit to. I told her a lot of my deep and darkest fucking things. And I feel like she did the same with me. And it's like, to lose someone like that knows so much about you. I saw her yesterday. I did. I saw her yesterday. And when our paths, crossed at work, I said hi. I didn't really say it confidently for whatever reason. I kind of just mumbled it under my breath. But she just kind of looked at me with, kind of a face like that, just kind of a normal face, whatever. Didn't say a word, It's hard, man. It's hard because every time I see her, I always remember times. Every time she see me, she'd always kind of like yell my name out, always smile and laugh. That was real. That was a real thing. And that's not there no more, It's hard, bro. It's hard. And I know we've all felt this shit before, and I know it's just part of life, but it doesn't take away the fact that it's just hard. It's hard to go through this. It's hard to feel this way. Even if I never fucking dated this girl, she was still someone very important to me. And I knew her. I've known her for over 3 years now, and that's a decent amount of time, man. And I've built a relationship with her. Even if it was never what I wanted to be, and there's so much shit in my head that was never real, it's like I still knew this person. And there still was some really good times there, man. And it just sucks that it has to end. And it sucks to have to go the way it did. It sucks, man. It sucks. But it's alright. Life goes on. It does. And in reality, there's a lot of shit to learn with this situation. And even with all the pain, and all the fucked up nights and all the shit that a lot of fucking shitty days, right? A lot of times where I've done this shit, just fucking crying of thinking about everything that's happened, everything that I've done. Like I've said and done things that I shouldn't have done. And nothing to the extreme, by the way, nothing crazy. I truly fucking mean that. Like me and her, like it's a fuck situation, but it was nothing that bad. It was more just me and her, like never being able to communicate with each other. And like I said, like it was never gonna work off the fucking jump. Like that's just the thing. It was never gonna work. Me and her was just not compatible that way. We're just not, But I just kept fighting for something that I thought could eventually be real. But that's not how it works, man. I thought that what I was thinking up here, or what I was creating in my brain, I could turn her into. But that's not how it works in the real world. I know we live in a world now where robots are becoming a fucking thing, and AI girlfriends and all that shit. I ain't fucking doing that, by the way. I will not. I don't care how lonely I get if I get that fucking lonely. I will never do that shit. Hell fucking no. I will die alone rather than fuck a robot. Yeah, I mean, that's a real thing that happens now in this world. So, that's not me. That will never be me. I promise that. But that's a fucking thing now, But the other way, my point being is that she's a real human being. She has her own life and her own experiences and everything, her own emotions. Like, I can't fucking, it was bad for me to want her to be something that she's not. That's on me, bro. I can't blame her for that. I can't do that. I can't blame her for being something or for not being something that she's not. I can't, bro. But at the end of the day, it sucks. It just sucks that it is where it is now. You know, because every time I look at her, every time I see her, man, I just think about the good times that were there. Every time, man. And there was times where I would try to recreate those moments, and she would never budge. You know, she would never try. And she clearly, a while ago now, has let go. And here I am. I would say I've let go. Not completely, but I've moved on. I'm not looking to be friends or be close with her anymore. I know I'm better off without that shit. But it still fucking hurts, man. And that's just how it is, you know? Like I said, I'm crying. I'm crying because it fucking hurts, man. I care about her. I still do. She's not in my life. I'm not going to try to be in her life anymore. But it doesn't mean I can't wish the best for her. Doesn't mean I can't, you know, still care about her. Just say, you know, pray for her. I pray the best for her, man. And if she wishes the worst for me, that's okay. I still wish the best for her. I will always do that. Even if she wanted me dead for whatever reason, I still wish her the best, man. I do. She was a long chapter in my life with a lot of shaky areas and a lot of pain, but she was still a chapter in my life. She was still someone that was put into my life for some reason. Even if it was just to teach me a lot of shit, well, hey, that's why you were here, you know? And whatever reason, maybe she'll look back. I don't really know what I was for her. I don't really fucking know, dude. I don't know how much she really cared about me, if she did at all. I do think she did, but obviously not anywhere near as much as I care about her. But I was a chapter in her life too, for some lesson or for some reason. So maybe it was, you know, maybe it was a bad reason, or maybe it'll help her out in some way in the future. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. But I wish her the best. I wish her the best. I really do, you know? And I feel like that's what you should do, man. I feel like you should always wish everyone that's coming to your life the best. You know, just wish them the best, man. Even if they cause you pain. I mean, in reality, how much of that pain did they really cause you? Because in my situation, I think it's a very small percentage. Because I think I'm the one that fucking did to myself. Because I didn't walk away. There was red flags. There's a lot of things that I knew that this situation clearly was not going to work out the way that I wanted it to. And I still stayed. I still kept fighting for something. I did this shit to myself, man. All this pain, all this shit. The reason I'm crying right now is because I decided to care about her. I decided to keep fighting to keep her in my life. And yeah, it didn't fucking work out. But that's all right, man. Did it not work out, or did it? Did it not? Did it not work out, or did it really work out? It's all about perspective, man. Because for me personally, I think everything happens for a reason. Exactly how it happens. So I think it did work out. And even if it hurts like it does right now, that's okay. It worked out the way it was supposed to, man. Like I said, you know, I wish her the best. I was in a pretty bad spot as well when she was obviously in my life. Now I'm starting to get to a better spot. Like, I mean, the way I look, my shape, you know, I'm not the best I've ever looked up to this point in my life. I'm the best shape. It's not anything great, but I've been fat as fuck for all my life. So I'm getting there, man. So I know I'm going up. So it doesn't really fucking matter what happens, man. Whatever people want to leave, they leave, man. You know, I wish you the best. I salute, wish you the best. Her and also a lot of other people too that have come and gone. I wish them the best, man. So this was just, yeah, it's been 25 minutes now. Yeah, if you got anything out of this video, I'm glad you did. Just kind of ranted about a lot of stuff, really got to my emotions here. But yeah, thank you for watching.